David Dortier, the weight, David Dortier.
Well, I know one thing about everybody in this room. We all have stuff. Now, I'm not talking about the stuff that's in our homes. I've got plenty of stuff. That second bedroom, the hall closet, that stuff that's in the garage. Don't get me started on all of that stuff. I'm here to talk about the stuff that we have inside of us. Specifically that stuff that kind of weighs us down, that takes away our energy, that keeps us from doing other stuff. Do you ever feel that weight? Have you ever heard the term, he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, and you're starting to feel confined and feel like maybe you got a rucksack on your back that's full of bricks? Have you ever felt that before? Well, you know, there's a lot of things that have contributed to my weight that's on my back that I've been taking for years, and it starts with childhood trauma, years of military service, of betrayal, you name it, lots of stuff that I've taken on for that weight. But what if I was able to share with you today a way that you can eliminate some of that weight, where you can feel a little less constricted? Would that be something that you'd like to hear? Exactly. Well, let me share with you a story. A story of the ocean's best and tastiest therapist, the lobster. Now, we know that the lobster is a soft animal, tasty little animal that lives inside of a hard shell. But did you know that this shell doesn't grow? The animal grows, the animal gets bigger, but the shell doesn't. So at some point, the lobster is growing, starting to feel that confinement, that pressure that's going on underneath that shell. And at some point, something's got to give. Now imagine for a moment that our lobster is human. That human lobster thing is now feeling that same pressure. Things are starting to feel overwhelming inside the shell because the human lobster thing is growing, but the shell isn't. Also, the human lobster thing is also bringing on other stuff. Betrayal, judgment, of PTSD. All of these other things are coming in to that human lobster, but the shell isn't growing, but they're taking on all that stuff. So what do? Hey doc, I got me a problem. I can't take it anymore. All of this pressure that's going on underneath this shell is just getting too much. What can I do? You gotta help me. Sure. Take these pills. A whole bucket full of pills. Sure. Yum, 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 yum. You know, I'm feeling different, but I'm still feeling all of this weight. I'm still feeling confined underneath the shell. It's still too much. Come on, what can I do? Alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling. Let's try some of that stuff. You know, none of that, none of it's helping. It's just making it worse, and at some point, something's got to give. Let's go back to our friend, the lobster, the therapist. Now, the lobster is growing, starting to feel that confinement underneath that shell, but the lobster doesn't look to self-medicate. The lobster doesn't go to the doctor and go get a Valium. No. What does the lobster do? First thing the lobster does, it finds a safe place. It finds a safe place underneath some rocks where it can release the shell. And now, for the next 2 days, it is vulnerable. It is open to the elements. One of the fish that love lobsters that don't have a shell is the cod. So for those 2 days, they're protecting themselves. And at the same time, they're also building a new lobster, or a new shell around themselves to accommodate for that growth, for accommodate where they are at that point. By the time that lobster ends up on your dinner plate, it's about 6 years old. And it has gone through this process of feeling tight, constricted, of going through this process of molting about 25 times. That means 25 times it had to find a safe place, it had to release the shell, it had to be vulnerable, and to create that new shell around themselves. Now, earlier I said to you that I was going to share with you a way that could help you to relieve some of that pressure, some of that anxiety that maybe could be underneath your shell or inside of your rucksack. Who here has the fear of speaking in public? Number one fear, speaking in public. Number two, dying. So if I was to steal a line from Jerry Seinfeld, we'd rather be in the coffin than giving the eulogy. Well, here at Toastmasters, we offer that safe place. This is that safe place where you can release that shell. You can be vulnerable. You can be open, as Chad was saying earlier about getting the feedback from your audience. There are many ways of coming across credible and professional to your audience. In corporate America, there is one way that I feel that gets overlooked. It gets missed. It gets dismissed. You have any idea what that one thing is that makes one person stand out from the rest? Public speaking. Being able to get up and stand in front of an audience and to motivate an audience, to inspire an audience, is something that is not natural. It has to be learned. And Toastmasters gives you that place to come in, put your shell off to the side, be vulnerable, and be open to the learning. So I encourage you that the next time that you feel that your shell is getting a little tight, if you feel that something's got to change, something's got to give, find your safe place. Your clergy, your family, a therapist, a friend, Toastmasters, some place that you can find where you can release your shell and then create the new you around yourself. Mr. Toastmaster.